What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. Guys, I always want to talk about African American culture. That is pervasive. A lot of times what is positive is picked up. Like if you know about like Marcus Garvey was very inspired by Booker T. Washington and things like that. So what we do positive, it spreads throughout the black world. But what also is negative spreads also through the black world. You see the love and hip hop. You will see a lot of chicks thinking they deserve a Birkin bag, like even in Uganda, where the average guy don't even make $130 a month. But this one is interesting because there's a video of this particular. There's a stripping show taking place at a funeral. Okay, now why is this important? And we can't really show it, but I mean, they was thick and they was working with something, and the lady that showed up was giving lap dances, okay, to mourners. But there's a brother by the name of Mdu Cadbury. Now he was from South Africa, I believe, not too far from Pretoria, and he was shot to death. People don't really know, like, South Africa is really dangerous. All right, and they got some real goons out there. Brother SBK Lifestyle showed me a video of these particular guys trying to take down a money truck. South Africa, they got like 60,000 murders every year. It's real out there. 60,000 murders every year. So when Mr. Cadbury was killed a few days ago, people showed up to give free lap dances to mourners at the funeral. His casket was a pair of stripper cup poles because he was an exotic dancer himself. And they're just grabbing mourners and they just putting booty all on these mourners. Okay, I really want to show it, but some of y'all have already seen it. And it's really sandling. They're really weaving and sandling up. But I want to just say this. Why is stuff like this happening? Okay. Now, I know South Africa got their own, struggles out there. But see, the reality is, and I know that there are supposedly some male dancers there, but what's making the biggest noise is these lap dances from the women and the people that were there that took it. You at the funeral and she's putting this booty on you. I know that you can't just sit there, you ain't even thinking about him no more in the casket. See, the funeral is about the dead person. Y'all didn't even have enough sense to wait until it was over. Like, you could have just, at the after party or something like that, at the club or something like that. But at the goddamn funeral. And I'm going to say this. You know why? Because ladies know that you can't get away with it. They can get away with it. Anything for the clout. I want to go back to the video about Brother Tariq Nasheed. Brother Tariq Nasheed posted this particular video of these sisters that were just, and I ain't gonna lie, the booty was working with something. Y'all know I'm thirsty. They was thick. Some of them was weaving and sandling up, but the ladies were getting up. They were on top of the restaurant. The bar owners were trying to get them down. They were so busy weaving and sandling up, they were shaking ass all on the tables. And it didn't matter that it was kids there. It just didn't matter. You have elderly people there. People who are in the devout, people who are Christian, people who are Muslim, people who they're just there to pay their respects. And you don't even care about what they feel, And that's some of the things that, that I try to do. My mom used to always teach me, when you go outside and you wear certain things, you're not just dressing up for you, you're dressing up for the public. Make sure that you carry yourself in a way that you don't embarrass and offend people. You know? Because he might have been an exotic dancer, but that don't mean his mama was or his grandma was. Y'all could have did this after. But in my opinion, a lot of these people in this, well, we can do what we're going to do. Who going to check us? That's the attitude. 10 years ago, I know that South Africa typically is a very conservative place, according to a brother I just interviewed. I've been there before, right? It is a lot like America, because, there's some of the LGBT things there going on there out in the open. But it's still kind of more conservative in the States. They're just bouncing booty out in the open. But the problem is this. So you can't call them out for that. But then you'll be complaining about why no man take you serious. You'll be out there booty bouncing at a funeral. Then the next thing you're going to tell me is you're wifey material. This is hilarious. I mean, if you think about this, there's many women on OnlyFans. Many women on Pornhub. And I'm not saying the two are equal. They could be equivalent in certain ways, but it could be equal. I'm not saying it's equal. But the point that I would like to make right now, for those of you listening under the sound of my voice, every woman will say that they're wifey material. Nobody is not going to say they're not wifey material. Everybody is going to say that I'm wifey material. So are you the kind of girl to be like, oh, I'm a great woman to be in a relationship? Then you go and you see this and you're like, well, you were weaving, selling, and twerking at the goddamn funeral. I mean, I don't really know. And then when guys don't take you serious because they can't check you, then the reality is that they just won't date you. You don't get the guys that are worth building something for you for. And a lot of times, if you criticize certain things about them, again, you're called a misogynist, you're called this, you're called that, fine. Okay. Then when guys just don't want to take you serious to marry you or build a life with you, then it's somebody's fault. But what about the other women out there that won't come to the funeral doing this? I mean, because when you were stripping, you didn't do it out in the open, did you? No, you did your exotic dancing, okay, not in the public. In some home, in some kind of private establishment. All right? You don't do it out in the open just like, let's just grab random people. And who are the people? It just goes to show you how folks don't care about folks. Let's get a random lap dance while I'm here in the casket. Just please. In what sense does it make? I just don't get it. I don't. It doesn't make any sense. And it is foolish. But what do I know? Guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high.